Hey, what is going on, guys? I hope you're all doing good. So, today's video is about how to measure your performance. And this is how most people do it. They look at their results. How much money did I make today? Do I have a six pack? Did I pass the exam? Did I get that job that I really wanted? Or did I get that girl last night? They focus on results, outputs, which is a very natural thing to do. We always want to get those results. That's why we're trying to perform to eventually get to that level or objective. But these are like an indicators. So, like the example of an exam score, you pass or you fail or you get an A, but it mostly depends on how much you study. So, how much you study should be the only thing you focus on, and the lagging indicators, the results, sometimes are out of our control. So the only way you can control your exam score is by how much you study. These are the inputs. How do we manage inputs? So these are what's called the inputs leading indicators. So say you want to get clients, you how many hours of prospecting did you do today? How many emails did you send? How many cold calls did you do? Say you want to lose weight. Am I in a calorie deficit today? How many hours did I study today? The number of girls I approached today, day game at the club, whatever. And these inputs is what you should manage. And I don't think you need to be a genius to understand that if you win every day, then you win every week. And if you win every week, you win every month. And then if you win every month, you win every year. And then basically, if you win every year, I guess you win at life. So how do we actually manage these inputs? So what gets measured gets managed. I'm sure most of you have heard this phrase. And there was this study that they did that involved scaling and weight management. So there were these people trying to lose weight and they couldn't. And then the only thing they changed, they didn't change the diet, they didn't change anything. The only thing they changed was that these people started weighing themselves every day at the same time. Just by weighing themselves every day at the same time without massive changes with the scientists did nothing to change their diets, they started losing weight, which is crazy. It's just from the measuring of it. And then you were also going to gamify it. So there was this Charles Schwab story. I think it was in How to Win Friends and Influence People, where there was this factory of one of the companies he invested, something like that, and he was trying to get the factory to perform better. And he went there to talk with like the factory manager, and he was telling him all about the factory. And there was this day shift and the night shift. And then Charles Schwab just asked the guy in the factory, how many units did they produce last night in the night shift? Let's say cars. And the manager said 6 cars. And then he just drew a big six on the ground, so the the day shift guys could see it, and then the factory became the most productive factory out of all the company. So that's the power of gamifying things. Then how do we measure it? Doing this, and I'm finding it very, very, very useful because I'm doing more just by having this, and I have it on an Excel with my daily habits and checkboxes. I'll leave the Excel in the description. You can just make a copy, download it, make it yours. And we're going to put daily habits that are reverse engineered from the goals. So if you want to get more clients, prospect X hours. This is up to you, maybe two, maybe four. Depends on how fast you want to get clients, how heavy is your workload when you're not prospecting. Better kicks, stretch X minutes, like hip focused stretching. If you want to learn about negotiation or marketing, have you read daily to 20 minutes, half an hour of marketing or negotiation related books? And then reduce stress, meditate in the morning. Simple. You just get the results and then you reverse engineer what you need to do to get those results. Very simple. And then how to gamify it. You set goals for each habit. So let's say, for example, you want to get a better physique or a six pack. The input is you need to train 5 times a week. This is up to you, depends on your schedule. Might be three, might be four, might be seven, although a rest day probably wouldn't hurt. So your goal is 5 times a week, divided by seven, which are the days in the week. So the 71% is your goal. It's 71 point something, so make it 71, a little bit below, to make sure that if you actually do exactly 5 out of 7 month, you get the goal. Otherwise, if you put like 72, you're gonna get a no. And at the end of the month, you can see if you've attained your goal. So this works very good. You get the dopamine of the checking the checkboxes daily on all the habits. Could be simple things like making your bed. Could be. And then at the end of the month, you get like the bigger dopamine or the letdown of actually did you make what was necessary or not. So let's say you wanted to learn Spanish and you've only studied Spanish on the fourth column 20% of the days, and you were supposed to study 100% like every day. It's no wonder your Spanish sucks, right? You're gonna see it. It's really easy. For the upsides of this strategy, there's no fooling around. So if you design these habits well enough, getting results is a matter of just sticking to the habits. It's inevitable, and you have an happier existence. And this for me is great because I'm always focused on results myself. Because if you want to be a millionaire or you want to have six pack abs or you want to get threesome or whatever it is, you'll only be happy the day you get it, right? This way you can feel happy and proud every day because today you trained and tomorrow you're going to train and you're going to get happy about it again because you're progressing in the right direction. It's much better than just like train. I still don't look like Chris Bumstead. Fuck. Really can this way you get a much more happy existence. And just to leave you with this proverb, which I think encapsulates what I've been saying in the video very well, which is don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the plants that you plant. Focusing on inputs, not results. I hope you guys took some value of the video today. I'll see you soon.